Listen. But yeah, no, this Philippines roster, I think if you saw the grand finals in 6APC, they pulled off an extraordinary silver in fact, pulled off an extraordinary DT2 FC. Is that correct,
No,
Yami?
I believe it was a choke. I think it was a choke.
Oh,
But
no, I
yeah.
swear it was an FC. Top X choked.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, and that DT2 by no means was easy. It was by no means was easy by any sense of the word. That was like 210 BPM death streams. So
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that map is incredibly difficult. But with that, we're gonna get into our roles. I believe we're gonna get into the roles. Domi has already, both players have already rolled. 95 versus 59. Poland will be taking this role and they will be deciding the order.
Indeed. If the winner of the role gets to pick between first protect, first ban, and second pick, and or second protect, second ban, and first pick. Bit silly here. Don't worry about it. We love our protects, and they fucking mess up our role systems.
Epic stuff, honestly.
AVAV. Oh, the second ban is after two picks. Two picks, I think.
Yeah, nobody's remembering that. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. First protect is Nomad 3. Poland protecting Nomad 3 here. Gabby, what do you think about that?
I think this is a very good balance point. I think Poland, I think this is more of a play on Philippines' weakness on Nomad 3 overall. They are known as a mechanics team, so the only logical response to that obviously is to play on the more controlly, the less mechanically intensive side of the pool. So yeah, this Nomad 3 definitely makes a lot of sense. I'm not too sure. Nomad 3 is not a map that a lot of people typically go when they're talking about bans, unless they are my opponents, because everybody hates me. But with that said, can definitely see where they're coming from with this protect.
I mean, as you said, this pool is control
Incarnate.
Heaven, control hell, depending on your perspective here. So it does kind of favor Poland in that retrospect, no?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. In contrast to maybe what we saw in APC, right? The maps in this pool definitely lean a lot less into that tapping, lean a lot less into those raw mechanic, DT2s, no mod 5s that you usually have. In fact, this pool features in its DT2 Vitrium, which is sort of a awkward linear aim finger control hybrid. And meanwhile, Shuno, Hazama, Silent Room, DT3, the first map that was played in my match against Canada, and the map where I was the only one who FC with a 400k score difference. Can I just say I'm an absolute god. Anyways, glazing aside, this DT3 is very, very finger control pilled, and in some ways it's slightly tacky when it comes down to it. A very, very awkward map, probably one of the most difficult in the pool, and one of the easiest to combo game, hence why I was able to FC. But yeah, there isn't, if you were to ask, the only real mechanics maps that you can find in this pool are, say, your Nomad 2 Night of Nights Quantum Vortex Custom. You already know what that's gonna be about. And maybe your Nomad 5, although that can even be debated, right? Because there is an alt section, a 1/3 section in that Nomad 5 that we'll see in the second half of the map. That's it. All the aim slots are still intact, thankfully. In fact, the aim slots are relatively standard this time. In fact, we have fucking Friday in Nomad 1. You love to see it. Just this entire one slot pool is just filled with bangers. Fucking Friday, into Black Rover, into Easy Breezy, into Wonderful Fucking Wonder, into Sleep in the Heat. Just an incredible one pool, or pool full of aim maps.
So we did see the Hard Rock 2 ban coming in from Poland. I don't entirely remember this Hard Rock 2, but I do remember it being rather... Okay, you can go for it.
This Hard Rock 2 is alt map number 3 million in this pool. The map is basic low AR flow. I mean, M2U song, M2U as an artist, all their maps typically follow this sort of flow alti movement movement mechanic or movement testing. And especially when you tag along 6.5 to it, it's very, very hard to be consistent on a lot of these tricky patterns. So yeah, definitely makes a lot of sense. Philippines very strong on Hard Rock, and this Hard Rock 2 is arguably, if not the hardest Hard Rock map in the pool. Control-wise as well, definitely a struggle, especially if you're not too comfortable on the Hard Rock. But Perry, would you like to reiterate the bans, actually?
I do believe Philippines went for the DT1 ban, the Wonderful Wonder, fucking banger song.
Why?
Can't believe it's gone. DT1 is, I believe AR 10.1, 10.2? I could be wrong. I do remember it's higher AR than usual. So, that is a bit strange considering how we were talking about them being mechanic scheme.
Yeah, very strange.
And that's actually, but along with the Hard Rock 2 ban, that does make you question things, because Hard Rock 2 is more control-y, which is what we anticipated Poland to be better at. So going into this, it's an interesting set of bans.
Right. I mean, DT1 makes absolutely no sense. I think Philippines, this DT1 plays off higher jump aim. Philippines is absolutely no stranger to the sort of map, or the sort at all. Meanwhile, I can understand Poland looking to go for the Hard Rock 2 ban. You just want to get the hardest map of the mod pool out of the way, just so that you can, secure a point, or just deny one of the opponents, one of Philippines' Hard Rock picks. But we will be getting into our first pick, and hopefully we should be able to see it soon. It's going to be Philippines to kickstart this match.
Ooh. I actually don't know what they go for. I feel like the DT2 and DT3 are probably like the most straightforward. Oh god, they're rolling. I feel like DT2 and DT3 are probably the most straightforward picks in terms of Philippines. That's probably what I would go for if I was them. And I don't really see anything else as being a per se safe pick. Gammy, it's not a DT4 pick.
What?
Oh, never mind. I guess it is a DT4 pick.
Keep going.
Okay. I think this is a troll pick, but that's okay.
This is a troll map.
Is this one that's like linear DT4s? Like the old map linear DT4s?
Map.
Yeah.
Very old map. This map in my match was just a me versus Shotkit 1v1, because this is a map. If you are a old map gimmick player, this map is a wet dream. It is everything that like old map DT gimmick lives and breathes for. But on the flip side, it is very, very tricky to be consistent on this map. Weird right angles, weird angle changes left, right, center. You need to keep that consistent flow, because the CS is also very unforgiving on this map. Overall, just a huge culmination of different aspects that you typically see in DT4 just coming to attack you.
I don't think Philippines is missing their, you would call star gimmick player in Junior Origami today, so...
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised either. But I don't think Philippines is lacking at all in that sort of field, with Kempo and Domi being present, and it just being a good all-rounder in general as SR. Poland, on the other hand, Philo Master, Kasabe, Inez, they're gonna be known as really, really solid just control players in general. I've had the unfortunate circumstances of going against all four of them. Terrible experience.
I mean, that said, though, going to this roster, Philippines definitely has more standout players on a map like this. Domi, right? I'm looking at Domi and Kemo being the gimmick carries from Philippines. Really, everybody on the side of Team Poland seems to be more, balanced as players. And when you're going against a skill cap team like Philippines, you really want, in order to beat them, you need to be able to survive through their carries, which might be made more doable with the absence of Junior Origami. But I mean, we'll have to see how this map goes, and we are straight into the action.
Yeah, and you can already see these old map gimmick patterns, these linears that just kind of go everywhere if you haven't practiced the map. I feel like the early stage, it's kind of okay. I correct me if I'm wrong with this kind of map, but it feels like it's kind of easy to tell. Like, um, it's kind of like if you can't play the beginning, you can't play the rest of the map, kind of thing.
I mean, the map does
It's not like
let up
yeah.
whatsoever. This kind of map does not let up whatsoever. And it's just gonna be, you know, a whole 2 minutes worth of just these kinds of patterns. And right now, I mean, for what it's worth, it is still rather even. And in fact, we are seeing our first combos get onto the board. Okui-chan versus Kemo Smako, with Dormy falling a bit short. Look, Okui-chan looking to bring that score back for her team. And I mean, right now we're getting into the next zigzag patterns. Okui goes down as well, but so does Kemo. And now the scoreboard is once again equalized, just in slight favor towards Philippines. It's clear to see that nobody is really enjoying this map. Surely 6WC 2025 will be easier than this year, right? Cough, cough. But yeah, with that said, we're getting into the second half of the map. You know, the last third of the map. Time is really running out for these players. I mean, a comeback is still possible. But with how we've been seeing a lot of these players perform on this map, the scoreboard's really looking to, you know, stay still as we get into this last quarter of the map. However, we are seeing quite a few misses from Idex and Dormy. I mean, if the 3 combos on the side of Team Poland can hold on, it might just be enough. In fact, 5k, 4k. Hold up, Chad. Hold up. It switches over, but Chestoka goes down. The score is flickering. Holy crap, it is way too close for a first pick. But I think once the dust settles, the effort that Okui has put in finally pays off. With a 15k score differential going to Team Poland to kickstart the map. Wow.
That really was just a war of attrition. It was really just a matter of if anyone on either side could hold on to any bit of combo at all. It didn't matter whether it was 100, 200, as long as you had something, it was enough to pull you over.
100%, right? And on a map as unforgiving as this, any sort of combo that you can muster is going to be significant, and Okui did just that. I think that's definitely the difference maker for her team. And I think they can walk very happily away from that first break point, from that first pick break point, in fact. Now the question is, will they be able to convert? I think one thing that we should note about both of these teams going into this matchup is that there's a good chance that none of them know each other at all. They don't have the benefit of, you know, being, seeing their tourney performances through and through. No, they are just coming in and playing against each other completely blind. So at least, you know, an element of team building or an element of, you know, picking that we cannot understate is the fact that they just don't know their opponents. But we are going to see a Fremont 1 pick from Kisabe. A very, very good choice is going to be Sleep in the Heat. Definitely one of the easiest easier maps in the pool. If not the easiest map in the pool, in fact. I mean, on both Hidden and Hard Rock, this map is really no real struggle, I think. Singapore had a 3-way FC on this during our match, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an FCO2 from this matchup right here. I am a bit worried about this kind of pick. It is very, very RNG, given how easy it is. But, I mean, then again, you have to look at it, right? Are these players really consistent at this SR? That's going to be the question that we're going to have to ask.
This kind of pick is really good for Poland, especially as you mentioned. This is a more consistent team versus a carry performance team.
Right.
And when you go against a carry team, you want to go for the maps that you know more than 2 people on your team can be consistent on, because more likely than not, they have a fill player. You don't have any. If you can put out 4 players that are consistent, maybe not FC, that is going to be enough to usually beat carry teams. Obviously, you need to account for the pop-off performances on their fill players. Everything could go wrong, but this is probably your most solid pick when you go against this kind of team.
Yeah, no, I would have to agree. I mean, Poland, I believe even in 6EC, the main tournament, they were the kind of team that would go for that number 1 pick on their last point in order to seal the deal. So for what it's worth, I think Team Poland definitely, if there was ever a team to play the long game, play with the gamble, I definitely think that Poland would be that country. But But yeah,
Yeah, no.
we're gonna have the players start to come into the lobby, and I mean already we can see some predictions for the lineups, right? Irex probably gonna take that hard rock, June probably gonna take that hidden, Camel consistency king himself probably looking to take the nomad or maybe the hidden. Meanwhile on the side of Poland, you know, we'll probably see, I'm looking at a hidden for Itness and Okwi, and then a hard rock maybe either on Kisabe or Quente.
That sounds about right. I am looking at these mount combinations, and surprisingly enough, Kemo is choosing to go with the hidden hard rock instead of taking the Nomad
Oh, really?
anchor as he usually does. And instead they have Idex on the Nomad, which, you know, to some extent does make a lot of sense. Otherwise, I feel Kasabi and Ness on the hidden, Alqueen Nomad, Akensi hard rock as expected from the Poland roster. So, I'm kind of interested to see how this goes.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a battle of nerves. It's gonna be a battle of consistency, I think, this map. Very, very easy to be consistent on, but also subsequently very, very easy to get nervous and shit missed on. Very balanced across all mods. I don't think the hiddens or hard rocks are noticeably harder than the no mod. So yeah, all the combo, really need all the combo you can get on the board. We see Junior Origami gonna open up with the first miss. It traded a bit late by Idness, but for what it's worth, it is still 3 FCs to 3.
Yeah. Sorry. I would like to note that this map is CS3, which makes it much easier on the hard rock than usual CS4 free mod ones are. Another thing to note is that this map is base SR 5.2. You're expecting these players who are winners of these respective tournaments to be able to consistently play 5.2 on their respective mods, and so that really highlights the consistency aspect of this map, as we see Kasabe with a SS joke.
Yeah, no, that really is how these kinds of maps go, right? But we see a miss from Kenti and Idness, which, as you can see, is immediately gonna cause the score to swing as Philippines holding strong with that three-way FC. June in the back with the supporting combo. Okui and Kisabe trying as hard as they can to bring it back, but Kisabe falls, and Okui is the only one left on Team Poland. That score is just gonna skyrocket towards the right side. There is nothing that Poland can do. Okui trying her best, but unless we see a four-way miss, there is no progress to be made here.
I mean, it's so convincing already. It acts in, you're now holding 2 FCs to OK singular 1. Maybe we're only halfway through the map, so maybe just one miss is going to make the difference here. But really, one of them needs to miss soon, otherwise it's kind of just over for Poland.
Yeah, it's looking rough now. In fact, they see the scoreboard. Poland already knows what the situation is. June goes down, however, but so does the two combos in Ines and Kenti. And I mean, they need more misses from where that came from. Kisabe finds a miss as well. And Idex, in order for Poland to have any shot at making this comeback, Idex and Yuna need to go down, and they need to go down soon. Okui doing a very good job with the no mod anchor, but it's just not going to be enough. It's just going to get cancelled by Idex. As we walk towards the end of this map, I mean, does not seem like any sort of comeback is possible. Philippines bringing the heat, instantly looking to steal this breakpoint back.
Yeah, we're almost done with the map. Around a 500k score difference. That's pretty much a done and dusted. Thank God for Philippines after that the almost disastrous CT4 first pick for them. Oh, sorry. Alki-chan is just not gonna. Alki-chan's effort is just not gonna be enough here. Sadly enough for her. We're gonna see Philippines take their first point in this match. A breakpoint trade for the first picks.
Yep, 1-for-1, and once again, I mean, Poland definitely had the right idea in the sense that they wanted to sort of out-consistency Philippines, but I mean, they clearly failed to account for the fact that, you know, Philippines across the board are just that strong. It's not just one carry performance that you have to get through, it is two. And we saw just that in Idex and Yuna's incredible 900Ks on this map. And that is going to be the free mod 1.
Indeed. What seemed to be such a good pick for Poland just turned completely upside down for them.
That's right. I think Poland definitely should. If I had to give some advice to Poland moving forward, I definitely would like to see them maybe go into the hiddens more. As you can see, you know, the Jun Yorigami, one of the core hidden players on Philippines, looked a bit shaky on that free mod 1 to begin with. So it makes a lot of sense if they want to go into the hiddens, try to capitalize on perhaps Jun being slightly unwarm at this point. But then again, the pick is not in their hands, it is in the hands of the Philippines, and they will be looking to convert this break point into a lead.
Do you think they're going to be going for another, like, more skill cappy pick, or do you think they're going to be going for a more consistency type pick?
I mean, it looks like IDEX really wants to go for a hidden 2 pick. Oh no, they're throwing. No, IDEX is just throwing. I love IDEX.
If I ever see IDEX pick a hidden 2, we know the world's upside down.
Yeah, the world is ending if IDEX is picking hidden 2. Looks like
okay, well, they did pick it.
Yeah, it looks like we are gonna see a hidden 2. This is one of my personal favorite maps in the pool. It's gonna be Nui Cardia Hidden 2, custom map by Jackie. This is an incredibly fun, you know, low AR reading map, and it's as good as it gets, really. Jackie, the quote that I really love whenever this map comes on is, "Thank you to Jackie for mapping more hidden 2s, more low SR hidden 2s for 6 digits, the overpool for generations to come." You love to see it.
Yeah, this has been pulled many, many times across the tournaments I've played. Even in the new era past 6WC4. This, I would say, despite having really heavy reading elements, I think another key area to point out is the aim in the map. While I would say, yes, reading is the main skill set, the aim is so important to this. Players who struggled with aim, like Dragonfire, tend to struggle with this map, even be able to hit the reading prerequisite. So that's something important to highlight about this map. I will say, some players who have worse stamina might struggle with holding stamina throughout this map. I say this because, ouch. I mean, I fucking what do you call it when you hit yourself?
What? What? What do you call it when you, depression? What?
Oh my god.
What?
I meant like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Anyways,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, this hidden 2 map, really, if you are confident on hidden 2s, this is your map. Surprisingly, it looks like we're not gonna actually see Jun in for this map. You know, they've really
no
been
Dami either.
Oh yeah, that's true. Jun has been on and off this match, so perhaps they want him to take a break. You know, work on warming up before some of the later picks. But we're gonna jump into this hidden 2. I'm not too confident in this pick from the Philippines, but once again, I mean, they're kind of just doing whatever at this point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Poland can definitely take this pick from them, especially with this hidden roster that they have on right now.
I think the standout player definitely is going to be Okui-chan. A hidden preference player.
Okui is so good at this kind of hidden 2. So the stuff that isn't too reading heavy and is more of like a hidden AR8 hidden comfort test. Okui is so good at these maps. Just as I say that, we see a miss from Okui-chan, the first of its kind within this map. But Kemma and Yuna quickly trade up that with Philo. Gami, do I say Philo Master or Cheksroka?
Why you chat? This is not good commentary. Anyways, moving forward, it looks like we're gonna see a bunch of misses left, right, center. Kisabe goes down, so does Yuna. Okui falls as well, just misses all across the board. Inna's gonna be the only one from Team Poland still standing. And meanwhile, surprisingly, like chat, ladies and gentlemen, introducing IDEX Mandriki, my favorite hidden 2 player, holding that SC into the KI, finally goes down. And now Innas now has more leg room to play with, but he still needs to get past Cream, and he does just that. Cream falls. And now Innas is the only one left on the side of Team Poland to make the difference. That score is moving rapidly towards the left side. Yuna, the last bastion for the Philippines, but Innas falls. And now that score is going to remain on the right side at least until Poland can get another combo back on the board.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us anticipated Raijin Yuna to be the carry performance here. Nor did we really expect X-Men 3K to do so. But I think what's more surprising here is the lack thereof of combos from Poland. With the hidden roster they have, we'd expect them to perform much better on this kind of map. But they just seem to be falling apart right now on this Hidden 2.
Yeah, unfortunate to say the very least. It looks like their inability to fill a Hidden 2 roster is really harming them at the end of the day, right? Camo, at the end of the day, really, the all-roundedness of the Filipino carries in IDEX, you know, it's just that much stronger than anything that Poland can put on the board. I think even though we talk about Philippines really having those carry performance, one thing to note is that these carries are not one-trick ponies, at least at this SR, right? And we're seeing that on full display in how, although both countries are struggling, overall, Philippines is just that much more able to capitalize off the carries of their individual players. At least in this case, being Camo Smako being supported by IDEX and Cream very well. And meanwhile, you know, Poland just not having the best time across the board, with the exception of maybe Innes and Okui.
Yeah, and that is Philippines' first point that they picked themselves, which is rather surprising considering how we both wrote this off as like a troll pick at the beginning of the map. That's definitely kind of unexpected for me, at least.
Yeah. But then again, I can't say that I'm surprised. Honestly, one of the more tricky maps in this pool, I say that as if the entire pool isn't difficult, but yeah, one of the trickier maps in this pool, so not too surprised that Philippines just has that high SR advantage against Poland. But meanwhile, I mean, that was Philippines' pick. It is going to go back to the Polish side now. And the question is, what will they go for? Honestly, given how that DT4 really went in favor of Poland, I would be inclined to say that perhaps a No Mod 6 or more gimmicky pick would be warranted. In fact, I could definitely see them going into a control pick here. Maybe your Hidden 3, maybe, probably not your Hard Rock 2, maybe even your Protected No Mod 3.
But they decided to go for No Mod 2, which is quite interesting, actually.
What the fuck? Yo, chat, what?
So, either we're like terrible predictions, or these guys are just going off the script.
I did not know.
Both.
I was not familiar with that game. This is one of two maps that I didn't play in my match during Canada, and the scariest part about this map was that it was the final map that going into tiebreaker. We were down a point, and it was the final, and we had to win this point in order to take the match to tiebreaker, and I couldn't play it, so it was terrifying to me.
I remember watching this because the stream went down during this pick, and it was match point for Canada, and the stream died, and I was watching. It was like 7 a.m. for me, and we were just freaking out. We were just waiting there. All we could do is just wait, sit, and just pray that things are going right. And you know, as you probably know, thankfully you did.
Yep. But yeah, this No Mod 2 is as standard as No Mod 2 goes. I mean, Quantum Vortex, if you have spent any time in the tournament scene whatsoever, you know they're known for these, you know, super mechy maps. Very good for testing raw mechanics, very good for testing raw aim, raw stamina, and that's exactly what this map does. A good mix of flow aim and stamina at 170 BPM. Shouldn't be the most tricky in the pool. In fact, I do think that if you are comfortable on the BPM, this map should be a breeze for you. But yeah, I think standout players definitely going to be of course, the IDEX and Silver duo on tapping. But even then, I mean, Camo is very consistent on these kinds of mechanic maps. Really, I am honestly a bit worried for Poland with this pick. I'm not too sure what the thought process was going here, but given how they did pick it, they must have something up their sleeves.
Oh, Well, okay. Silver's gone. Instead we have Junior Origami, the
What
mouse only
fuck?
player on the Nomad
What?
2.
What? Chat? What? What are we doing?
um. Anyways.
Yep, but here we go into the No More 2. This is my first time seeing it live on stream, in fact. But here we go.
Yeah, 180 BPM stream is really standard for this SR in 6-digit. The streams are really dense this map, so we're not gonna see any significant flow aim. It's more of just a stamina test at 180 BPM.
Are you kidding? How is June playing this shit? Are you kidding me? Wait,
Why is he better at 1-2 than
wait,
me
are you kidding?
with mouse
Wait,
only?
what? Oh shit, okay,
Oh.
never mind. I see the
Okay.
mouse only.
I have so much respect for mouse only players. I don't get it.
I don't
What do
know
you do?
how
What do you do with the other hand? What do you do with the other hand?
Jack off. I don't fucking know.
He's fucking mouse only players, man.
Yeah, but right now, I mean, it looks pretty even across the board. With the exception of Junior Origami, the entirety of Team Philippines look extremely comfortable on this map, which is kind of making up for June's shenanigans. But meanwhile, on the side of Team Poland, Kisabe and Katuba are packing the heat. They're not going down without a fight. Kurisu and Quenti as well, although struggling a bit in the accuracy department, especially in Tenti. I mean, at the end of the day, it is going to be enough to slowly but surely swing the score in the favor of the left side.
Kyoshin's miss is going to be really vital here because that means that no one there to make up for June's shenanigans anymore. So it's just going to be 4 major combos from Poland versus 2 on the side of Philippines. The score is going to go flying over.
Yeah, Tenti as well. Despite not holding the best accuracy in the world, definitely pulling their own weight with the combo.
I guess this is one of those picks we were talking about earlier. You know, the safe ones where all 4 players can play really consistently.
Yeah, but I can't help but feel that this win is less attributed to the dominance of Poland on a map like this, and more attributed to Junior Origami doing things on a No Mod 2. That's it though. I mean, Hushin did find a miss. But so did Kisabe, it seems, and it is going to be 2. I was gonna say 3, but it's now gonna be 2 FCs to 2. Camo and Idex versus Kurtuba and Tenti. Accuracy-wise, of course, Philippines have the advantage. But I mean, it is all gonna come down to this final KI, and it's honestly gonna be a battle of the supporting combos. A battle in which Kisabe is just doing a much better job at.
Kenti might be holding an FC.
Oh!
I mean, but you do have to remember that act does really hurt. Like 84% act is basically half the score you get from an actual like 97, 95.
Yeah, and a miss as well to compound it. It's gonna be a bit tight. 30k score difference, but Camo's Mako misses on the aim on a No More 2. And I think that's just gonna be just enough leverage for Katuba to run home with another point for the Polish team. At the end of the day, Katuba and Idex both pulling ahead with incredible FCs for their respective teams, but the supporting combos speak louder, and the point will go to Poland.
Yeah. And that's gonna be 2 for 2. We're entering our second band stage right now of the match.
Hell no.
I don't really know what's happening anymore in this match. I can't really predict any bans right now because this match is going absolutely haywire. I feel like, you know when you expect something to go completely linear and just kind of goes like, oh, I'm not gonna be linear, I'm not gonna be straight, I'm gonna be gay. That's how this match feels right now.
What the fuck are you saying, dog? What? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Project Hexagon. Only the most peak commentary.
I'm sorry.
I have no idea what's happening, dude. What's good, chat? What's good? How's everyone feeling tonight or in the afternoon? I don't think we have any Americans here. Can't you believe that I already have to do 6WC work before 6WC starts? Like 6WC is
I
happening
can't
soon
believe
enough,
this.
and they pulled this shit on me.
We're
Literally.
doing 6WC4 work in
I
6WC5.
can't believe we're doing that. That's literally what we were doing with all our interviews and stuff. Will there be a bracket reset match after this? I'm banning. I'm banning, chat. I'm banning. Drop a follow to Project Hexagon if you want to follow the 6WC channel. Follow our X, follow our Facebook, follow our Instagram, our Snapchat.
Why do you have a Snapchat? Do you have a TikTok?
Yeah, our TikTok as well.
Guys, for 6WC, we'll be streaming our streams will be streamed to Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, what else?
Facebook Live.
Instagram
Facebook
Live.
Why are we banning number 1, chat? Can I veto? Can I veto that shit?
No, you can't.
I'm not following unless Aquatic tells me to. Jolty, what's good, my man? It is. I don't know what time zone you are, my goat. Oh, it's like 10 a.m., isn't it? I don't know.
It's not that bad, yeah.
What's good? Good morning. Good morning to you.
I think they're banning for each other. It feels like they are, but it's so funny.
Billy, that's true. That's true.
Oh, Billy, yeah. We'll also stream to like, what else is there?
We'll ask Burger King to stream on Billy.
No, what's expand from Poland?
Man,
I what's wait,
look,
Gabby,
yeah, no.
I'm not trying. I'm not gonna try.
I don't really want to rationalize their bans. I don't think it's worth it, Perry.
The podcast.
What's Project Hexagon Skype in 2035?
Skype just got shut down, no?
What's our WeChat?
Wait, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh shit!
Well, we have our first rational pick of the match.
How is this rational? They pick speed in the Philippines, Perry.
Is this not Philippines pick?
Oh. Oh, it is. Wait, what? My client hates me.
Speak Doko hell. TeamSpeak, I'm gonna cry. June on DT3. If I speak,
I'm gonna get 20 bed indefinite. Oh, Tianling just capitalized your name, Perry. How will you recover from this?
I don't really care. Tianling beat my ass like 5 times.
It's okay, Perry. It's okay. In another timeline, I would be destroying you in tournaments.
In another timeline? Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean I started playing tournaments at the same time as you?
Yep.
But then EQX wouldn't happen. And then
chat, welcome back to Project Hexagon commentary. Only the most peak and relevant commentary to the stream. These are your 6WC hosts, by the way.
I'm not hosting 6WC.
Oh wait, that's true. Man, Perry, why are you not hosting? Why are you playing 6WC?
I'm not.
I can't believe you're playing 6WC.
Hey guys, I am playing for Switzerland this year for 6WC.
You're playing for Switzerland? 0 points! 0 points.
Trauma.
Never again, chat.
Trauma. Guys, what's your opinion?
No, we can't. We literally can't say that. This year's scoreboard for Eurovision was too controversial. We cannot talk about this, Perry. We can only laugh at how the UK got 0 points.
And Switzerland.
How the UK and Switzerland got robbed with 0 points.
I'm gonna cry. I'm not like recovered at all. Okay, wait, Gammy.
Yes.
I need to play my match.
Man, shut up.
What do you mean?
Bro got stunned. Bro, the woman was too
I,
stunned to speak.
I don't really have a choice here.
Anyways,
Okay.
here we go into the map. The first finger control section comes out, and instantly you see an accuracy disparity from these players. Instantly, I mean, you get a gist of what the map is about. It's all about these 260 BPM finger control burst, a three-way miss from Poland. Never mind, a complete combo reset from Poland following Katuba's miss. Alongside Camo Smuckle, however, is going to soften the blow just a little bit. But the Silver and IDEX duo, I mean, what can you even do? Nobody in the lobby is even close to matching their dominance on this map. And in fact, IDEX Mandrike, the only player that's even close to getting 90% act, which is by no means anywhere close to being easy.
60 BPM, by the way. Like, if you look at it, it goes, oh, it's just burst. No, it's 260 BPM burst. I would crash out.
That's right, we're going into the last third of the map, and I think it is just a done deal. IDEX is basically 1v4ing the entirety of Team Poland, and there's nothing they can do about it. This really is just IDEX's point to win. Nobody in the lobby possesses the mechanical prowess that IDEX has. And I mean, it's clear to see in this
Because we were writing D ranker. Anyways.
Yeah, we're moving into the last eighth of the map, and now the only question is, with the world's eyes all on IDEX, will he be able to close out this incredibly difficult map with an FC? As we come into the last few spinners, it looks like he might do just that. IDEX is going to walk away from this DT3 with an FC. One of, if not the hardest maps in this pool. And IDEX just does the thing. And I mean, at the end of the day, is anybody really surprised? Is anybody really surprised?
No.
Okay, but I need to see if IDEX beat my score. Hang on. Short intermission, chat. One sec.
This is for Gammy's ego, by the way.
Average Gimli ego.
If Gammy has no ego, 6WC is cancelled.
That's true. That's true. But unfortunately, I cannot explain that joke whatsoever, or I will get cancelled again.
No, there's nothing cancelable about that one. It's just me breaking up with you.
What? What?
I'm kidding. 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 I'm sorry.
What the hell?
As you can see, most healthy relationship.
Yeah, guys. Sorry. Yeah, guys. Please save me. Please save me. Wait, did he actually beat me? I got 840. He did. I'm sorry. I should retire.
Don't worry, you're not 6 digit anymore.
Yeah, sorry. Perry and I are actually breaking up. We're no longer dating. In fact, we're getting married, chat. Alright. Thank you, Perry. Really incredible at crowd work here.
Sorry, I'm really confused.
What? What? You can't say that. You can't say that.
Ugh.
Thank you, Perry. Thank you, Perry.
Wait.
Man, shut up. Man, shut up.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Sorry, guys. Actually one of the prizes for winning 6WC is an invite to our it's an invite to our wedding. Sorry, guys. Why are you crying though? We're gonna use the profits that we earn from 6WC for our wedding.
No profits. It's all negative.
It's all negative.
It's all fucking negative, man. Where are the profits? Oh my god. Anyways, Gabby, do you want to tell us about the Snowball Theory?
No.
Okay. this is a reverse situation. Usually I'm the one saying no.
Well, the Amethyst map. Custom map for 6WC.
Oh no, Gabby, you can't just say that because it's a no 1-3, it's not a no 1-4. You can't just say Amethyst Task.
Well, okay, if you play like an Amethyst map, you can see where a lot of like their style lies even in the No More 3. I know they're typically known for tech, right? But the patterning in this No More 3 is pretty similar to what they typically do. And overall, this is just the consistency map of all time, and good night, chat.
Cat sleep, cat sleep, cat sleep.
This map is incredibly sleeper, and I almost lost it in my match.
Wait, what was the score difference?
I don't think it was as close as... I don't think it's as close as I make it out to be, but I'm pretty sure it was... I got like 600k or something, which was not good enough. Man, that's crazy. 600k is not good enough for this pool. Was not good enough for this pool back in the day. Man, you suck just like, you know, back in my day, in grand finals, you had to scale to like the scoring 500k on 6 stars in order to keep up with the competition. Now these guys can score like 200k on 6 stars and just go completely scot-free. You guys have it.
See, nowadays you can just play the game like a normal 6-digit and get somewhere.
Exactly, bro. Like, that shit is cringe. We need to bring back D-ranking.
We haven't had D-ranker screening in 6-digit mages, so
that's good.
Maybe we have to do something. Yeah, I mean, I need to rep. I'm playing a map.
Okay, unfortunately, we'll be having D-ranker screening this 6WC. So, if you have more than 10 Tawny 200 PPs, 200 and above PPs, unfortunately, you'll be screened. It's just the rules.
Sorry, what did you say?
Don't worry about it. Anyways, we're getting into the grid of the map, and in fact, it seems as though Poland is pulling ahead with a double FC from Ilkwi and Itness. Meanwhile, Philippines only has Idax the matchup against these two FCs, although he is doing a rather good job with Dormy in the back with the supporting combo, but Idax goes down. And now that scoreline is just going to shift in favor of Poland more and more as the map draws on. Oh, Ilkwi finding a miscellaneous miss as in the build down, but Idness is still holding strong with that FC Cheshtoka as well with the 300 combo to basically cancel out Camo Smuckle's recovery combo. But once again, it seems to be a battle of the recoveries. Dormy were doing a very good job with a 500k, but in the 1/3 section, Dormy, Camo, and June all go down. So does Idax, complete combo reset from Philippines. Meanwhile, Idness is still going to continue to hold. Second half of the map, we're getting into the KI, and they are still pushing and pushing and pushing.
I mean, this is what you expect, no? This is their protect, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Idness finally goes down. But I think the damage has already long been done. There is still half of the map, so as long as Philippines can begin to hold that combo starting now, the comeback might still be possible, especially given how Poland doesn't really have any combos left after that miss from Idness. But then again, they are still banking on Poland to, you know, really struggle in the second half in order for them to make the comeback. Which, given how, given the tone set by them throughout the entirety or throughout the first half of this map, really does not seem like they'll succumb to that whatsoever. We get into the build-up. And we get into the 1/3 section. This is an incredibly nerve-wracking section to hit, especially if you have combo. I'm looking at Shishtorka, Camo Smuckle, and June Yorigami. June is gonna be the first one to find a miss. So does Kisabe, and so does Camo. All the combos from the side of Team Philippines are down. Cheshtoka and Okwi-chan gonna continue to hold, gonna continue pushing that score, carrying the torch that Idness has set alight from that first half, moving into the last 8 confidently with that 240k score lead. That's what you love to see if you're a supporter for the Polish roster.
That sounds about right, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm trying to play Osugami. Oh, by the way, Gami.
Yeah?
Gami?
Yeah?
I just check DMs.
Thank you, Perry. Anyways, as we draw into the last few seconds of the map, Cheshturka and Okui-chan will be pulling ahead, carrying their team to victory. I think this map is a perfect representation of what the Polish roster is about. It's all about teamwork. It's all about having consistent scores across the board. We saw earlier, you know, with Itness, having that consistent combo, having that 800 combo to really anchor the team at the very beginning. But right out of the 1/3 section, Cheshturka and Okui-chan really picked up the pace. And at the end of the day, you know, that combined team score just completely outweighed anything Philippines had to offer. And with that, the match has now come 3-3. It is still dead even going into the mid game.
I don't really know what we're seeing next. I feel like DT2 is like a no-brainer after that DT3 sweep right now. But this might be, you know how like when you pick a protect, usually the other protect comes out at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So do you think we're going to be seeing a No Mod 5 right now?
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see them going for a No More 5. And I guess to add on to that, really, what else can Philippines really go for? They could maybe go for a hard rock pick. I think that's definitely in their back pocket. And if I had to choose, I would probably go into a hard rock pick as well, just so that I can save that No More 5 for after the third ban phase. I think that would be the play that I would look to do.
I do believe we don't have a third ban phase for this, as this goes by the APC format that we went to 2 bans.
Oh, I'm angry now. I'm furious now, Perry. Wait, dude, I'm furious. I'm gonna.
Wait, why?
I'm gonna be so angry at you in DMs right now.
What? What? Yummy. Oh, okay. This fucking guy just said, I don't have anything, so you can get an angry face. And he sent me like the cute angry face, not even the scary angry face.
Chat, Thing just sent to me a DM saying, "Hello Gabby, when is the 6WC5? Thank you." Well, I'm glad you asked, because 6WC5 will actually be hosted in 2026. Because in case you don't know, 6WC1 and 6WC2 happened in 2021, so we gotta balance it out, you know. We had 2 in 1 year, so we have 0 in another. It's just math. It's just math, chat. We just need to equalize like that.
We can't be spreading correct information like this, Gabby.
No, we gotta have. It's literally bait. It's bait, chat. I keep hearing the Osu screenshot sound. Man, shut up. Hang on, I'll turn it off. Oh fuck, I accidentally closed chat for Osu. Well, Perry, you better get ready to ref.
Well, we have one more warm-up to stall.
Okay, but like, can I get a pick? Where's my pick?
Oh, it's DT2.
Why?
Well, you asked for a rational pick.
Rational, like rational numbers.
Fuck you. Can you open your client, your chat for Osu again?
No, I can't.
Why? Hot? Is that a reference to the hit Eurovision song by Malta?
What the fuck?
Are you currently opening your chat for Osu?
No, I'm currently... No, I can't... Okay, look. You can't actually open chat for Osu when your streaming client is on. So in order for me to open up chat for Osu, I need to close everything.
Oh, I forgot about that. I remember that being a problem. It's okay then. Guys, if I am not here after the map, please just entertain yourselves. Okay.
Alright, and here we get into the GT2 Lin's Cosmical set. All about these linear finger control aim patterns. 220 BPM, much slower than what we saw in the DT3, but where this map lacks in raw speed, definitely makes up in its overall finger control and its surprisingly large amount of aim. Funnily enough, I'm gonna complain about the pool a bit. It's a bit weird that we saw two linear aim maps in both DT4 and DT2. But I digress. Right now,
I mean, that is kind of a rare occurrence in general. Like, you don't really think when you're pulling, yes, I had two linear maps in the DT. I mean, it is obvious, but then at the same time, I don't think anyone's ever considers that on a daily basis.
Yeah, but I mean, as you're saying that, a bunch of misses all across the board. Quenty, the only one on the side of Team Poland, still holding. Meanwhile, Idax and Camo pulling ahead with that double FC, going into that last quarter of the map, not letting up whatsoever. And Philippines is just doing Philippines thing. They are known for this speed, and they will take it to the grave.
Am I correct to say that you guys lost this in 6LPC?
Yes, we did. We picked it.
Oh, I remember this!
And then sorry,
I do remember this. Because you were picked it after DT3 went really well, right?
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah, cat pats. Gabby?
Yes.
Do you think that...
Do you think?
Rhythm...
Do you think?
Do you think Rhythm Hidden Ones should exist?
Yes, I think Rhythm Hidden One should exist.
Do
you not tell me the KYS
explain your
right?
explain your answer no.
I think
to what extent do you agree with this statement? To what extent do you agree with this statement?
It's important to know two very important sources. I would like to reference Data's pooling guide for 6 digits bracket 2021. Most 6 digits will not be able to pull this skill set, so you don't really need to bother. Yeah, thank you for attending my TED Talk, chat.
What's your opinion on do you think alt tech No Mod 4 is a good choice, or is it not a good choice because No Mod 3 exists?
I think it's a good choice because I think it's a good choice unless I think it's a bad choice unless I'm playing the tournament. If I'm playing in the tournament, I think No Mod 1 should be alt, and No Mod 2 should be alt, and all of the maps should be alt. So but you know, I don't think alt tech No Mod 4 is a rather politically correct idea. I think there are a lot better ways to go about, you know, the tariffs currently being imposed, and I think there is a lot more that goes into an economy than just, you know, input structure.
DT2s and DT3s.
So there's a lot more to the economy than just DT2s and DT3s. So yeah, overall, I think with the state of the conflicts that are just happening in the world right now, at the end of the day, we really need to take a step back and look in 30 years in the future. Will we want to remember ourselves as someone who just stood idly by? Or do we want to be seen as people, or do we want to see ourselves as people who genuinely tried to help? So anyways, this No Mod 4 fucking sucks. This is the second Amethyst custom of the pool. I'm joking, but it is a terrifying map to play. The map really spikes up in its second half. It's a very, very demanding map and very easy to ship miss. I believe this is the last. This is Canada's last pick. If I'm not, no, this is our last pick. If I'm not mistaken, that Canada won on. And
This
overall,
map background is
yeah,
terrifying.
and this map's background is fucking terrifying. Jesus Christ.
You should never.
Never put scary ladies in my BGs. You can put hot women, but no scary women. Man, Perry, this commentary sucks, dude. We should.
I know, we've been going downhill ever since the
I-
beginning. We actually tried. Like, for the first 4 picks, we actually tried, and then we just went downhill.
Well, the thing about it is that this match is not even like trolled, you know? It's still pretty good.
It's good, but it's not troll enough for us to completely turn off. But
Yeah.
it's not like good enough for us to like actually look
I'm trying to,
and turn on.
yeah.
Fuck, that sounds wrong. But yeah, and also I'm trying to play a match at the same time. That's
Perry,
also...
you're really bad at faking it. Like when I commentated 6 EC Grands, nobody knew that I was actually playing a DT1 in the background while
Okay, but Gabby, consider every time I try to talk while playing a map, I miss.
I think this is good for the economy. Anyways,
Not
Nomad
again.
4, it's gonna be Nomad 4 Sheol, Poland's pick. Makes a lot of sense coming out of that, Nomad 3 consistency pick. That they will want to sort of play in that same ballpark. And I mean, it's another Amethyst map, back-to-back Amethyst map. So in that essence, they are relatively similar. But I think we're definitely gonna see a lot of large combos, at least before the first break, or before the break, before the second half, because that's when the map really, really picks up. But we're gonna get into the first break. There are a lot of start-stop patterns here where these players might find a few misses. So we're gonna have to see how it goes. First alt section comes in. Dormy and Okui-chan gonna be the first ones to fall. Still 3 large combos for both sides. Slightly leaning towards Team Poland, with Silver finding an early miss. But meanwhile, still easy, still smooth sailing until that reverse slider has come and it hit Kurtuba and Okui-chan out of their FCs. Chestoka as well shortly follows up with that miss to boot. Kasabe, the only one left on Team Poland with the FC. Kemusmako and Idex alongside Silver really bringing the heat. And with Kasabe to go down, that is all the combos on the side of Team Poland eradicated from the board. And now with Camo and Silver both finding misses, Idex, who else is the one to hold to the second half?
It really is. I have no clue what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Going into the second half of the map, we're really seeing that Idex might have the combo here, but you do see Poland building up all 4 of their players having combos that do outnumber everyone else in Philippines. So as the map goes on, as we build up, as they build up their supporting combos, we could very much see these 4 players take the lead back into their favor.
Yeah, I think it's all gonna come down to whether Idex can hold through the ending KI, because that's when the map really picks up. They are very, very repetitive patterns, but the snap aim requirement is incredibly demanding. Chestoka finding a miss, that's definitely not what you want to see. They still have 3 FCs in their chamber, but that is not going to be enough to make the difference. But here we go, straight into the KI. Misses all across the board. Kretuba and Okui both go down. But so does Camo, Silver, and Domi on the side of Team Philippines. Idex is gonna continue to hold. Idex finds a miss on a slider tick. And now Kisabe is the last remaining bastion in the lobby, holding that 500 combo. Will they be able to hold to the very end? Will it be enough? There is only an 1/8 of the map left. That scoreline is decreasing rapidly, moving in favor of the left side rapidly. But time is running out. Kisabe is on thin ice. He finds that miss. And I think that just might seal the deal for Poland. And Philippines will be walking away for the first time in a hot second with a break point.
It was
True.
so close. We were so close to seeing all of Irex's combo decimated by Kasabe, but Kasabe felt at the crucial moment for them to just hold on to what Irex made for them. Genuinely, such a close pick.
What a
One of our first coin flip
heartbreaking pick.
points.
What a heartbreaking pick for the side of Team Poland. And we've seen a lot of these close picks really go in favor of Poland, known as gamble masters. But it seems as though they got dealt a bad hand this time. And unfortunately, Philippines will now be 2 points up against Team Poland, looking to go into their match point and secure that 3-point lead.
Ooh. Philippines point. It's Philippines pick now, so they get a chance to consolidate this great point into a match point for themselves. And they still have their protect intact. That's very crucial information. They still have that speed protect pick that they have been doing amazing on throughout the entire match. Interestingly enough, we haven't seen a single hard rock pick this entire match so far.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm not too surprised. Philippines, it has been what, 4 picks if I'm not mistaken. And Philippines really looks like they want to keep to their DT picks, picking the entire DT pool, as well as the hidden 2 picks. So it looks like they haven't really gotten much opportunity to go for the hard rock 2, for any of the hard rock picks. But I think going to the later stages, we might start to see those hard rock picks come out. But it looks like we will be seeing a no more 5 pick from Philippines. Better late than never. What better pick to go to match point on your very own protect? I mean, this makes a lot of sense. This is probably the best time to use that protect.
Yeah, not falling for the protect exchange earlier on in the match. Instead, going for it now to consolidate that almost convincing break point into a match point for themselves.
100%.
And that would secure them TV, and that gives you a sense of confidence to carry you for the rest of the match. You have that leverage. You know that it gives you such confidence to have that match point on your team. It's genuinely, oh my god.
100%. But yeah, we're going into this no more 5 pick. 225 BPM, stream stamina, speed stamina. A few 130 and there throughout the map, but overall, it is all about these consistent, 225 BPM bursts across the board. I mean, I feel I've been a broken record at this point, but Silver and Irex going to be the players to look out for on this kind of map.
We have seen pretty strong performances from the rest of the Philippines when it comes to these speed picks. It's not just Irex and Silver. I feel it's kind of interesting because usually when a team picks, tapping DT, they usually go for the Nomatsu as well. And surprisingly enough, we actually had the other way around happen again. I feel like that might be more of a testament to the pooling rather than the rather than the teams themselves. But hey.
Sorry, what did you say? Were you throwing shade at the poolers?
I said usually when you see a team like being so dominant on DTs, they usually pick like Nomatsu as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry, wait, it is like too late. I'm so slow. This is like bottom of the barrel commentary for Gamili right here. I think I might just retire, chat. I think I might just retire. I'll retire to be a host.
I will retire as well. You act like hosting is less energy when hosting is just like constant bombardment. Agami, can you do this? Agami, can you do that?
Dude, we literally had an argument going into the stream about hosting. Like this shit PMO, bro. This shit PMO.
Yes, PMO.
Yes, PMO.
ICL.
ICL, yes, PMO, Saibao.
This is why our generation is doomed.
Yeah, I can't believe that I have to wake up. I have to stay up on this fine Sunday evening to watch players play no more 5 slot. Bro, how is Index finding a miss, bro? Chat, what are we doing? Why are we throwing?
It's an A map, Gabby.
It's an aim map. My bad, chat. My bad.
Gabby, what do I pick next?
No more 3.
Okay. Yeah, you know that Nomad 3 is the one Nomad 3 where I FC'd and you didn't, and then we lost the match.
What map was
Hello?
that again? Name.
It was the real one.
Oh, Oriando Ranyu.
Ranbu, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Da, 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 da,
Yo, guys, wait, guys. I just logged back into the stream. How the hell is Poland winning? How? Poland is beating Philippines on a normal 5. Wait. This is not funny, chat. This is not funny. Log back in, tune back in. Oh my goodness, Quenty with a miss though. That's devastating. Oh, but Hyushin goes down as well. Oh my goodness. What is happening? I'm not even commentating now. I'm just watching. Krisu versus Camo Smako with the double SC, but Krisu goes down. And now it's just Kurtuba and Chisdroka. Oh my goodness. But we're getting closer and closer to that 1/3 section, which is where these mechanic players might start to see some falling off. But the question is, will Camo find that miss? He needs to find that miss soon if they Poland want to guarantee this point on the board. Kurtuba and Chisdroka are doing as best as they can to make the difference, but they're just getting cancelled out by Irex. That miss from Quenty is not going to do them any favors whatsoever. Silva and Hyushin, the looming presence in the back. Krisu trying their best as well, but it's not gonna be enough. But Chisdroka goes down once the burst starts to come in, and the scoreline now shifts back in favor of Philippines. Silva Willie does go down, however, but Irex is still alive, and not even gonna mention Camo Smako with that 93% AC FC going to the last 8th of the map. I think the damage has been done. Kurtuba, despite their best efforts, that recovery is just simply not enough to bring it back at this juncture. And try as he may, but it will not be enough to deny Philippines from going to match point. As the last few bursts come in, Camo Smako will be looking to walk away from this No More 5 with an FC. Holy.
What the fuck?
Holy. What are we doing, chat? And I mean, Poland didn't even do bad. Philippines just did incredible. Not even talking about, you know, Silva and Irex, who we expected to be the carries of this map. Camo really bringing it all together with that, albeit slightly low AC FC, but still an FC nonetheless, and an impressive performance, an impressive feat nonetheless.
And now we're seeing Philippines at match point here, 3-6. Poland's picked here, so they do have a chance to try to bring this back, try to get back into, get a TV, really. That's what they're trying to do here.
They're trying to play Clinozoisite.
They're trying to play Clinozoisite. That is beautiful at all that's happening.
Yo, wait.
Yeah, I mean, do I pick Hidden 1 or DT2?
Hidden 1, obviously.
Okay.
But yeah, the pick is now left in the hands of Poland once again. But the question is, what will they go for? If I had to guess, I would definitely say a hidden. At this juncture, maybe a hidden 3. I think that's definitely their best pick. Could also maybe
this
see a...
3 is also...
It's
sorry,
a banger,
sorry.
it's a banger, it's a banger.
It's a banger? And I think it actually works out because it's not as hard as, like, some of the others, so as like Black Rover, say, because Black Rover is really hard.
Really?
Yeah, I think the Hidden 3 is easier than Black Rover.
We in fact see Black Rover. Alright, we need to talk so that it doesn't get taken down.
Oh shit, okay. Am I correct to say that this map is AR 8.5?
Yes, actually, it is lower AR. That's the whole gimmick about this map. Makes
I
the
remember
game
this is
all the less
brutal to play.
consistent. Yeah, it makes it a lot less consistent.
I feel like I remember playing this at like with you when you were practicing the pool, right? And I just
Yeah.
remember getting like I wasn't very good at that back then, but even then I feel like I was getting obliterated by those like aim patterns that feel like they just came out of fucking nowhere. The angles are so awkward to play, it's so wide, and then you throw the AR 8.8 on it.
Yeah, and it's not just
Some may
that, right?
say AR 8.8 has no difference to AR 9, but genuinely in this kind of map, if you feel the difference.
Yeah, it makes the map feel a lot slower and a lot more clunky to play, I think. And that's something that these players will definitely need to tackle with, and it's something that's very noticeable, especially if you're a hard rock player or you're more used to AR9, more typical AR9. But yeah, this is one of those maps where you missed and you have no idea what you missed on.
Exactly. Camo, Dami, and June seems like a really solid hidden roster for this on the side of Philippines.
Yeah, and Inex overall is very solid on game, on raw big game maps like this. Although the AR 8.8 might prove to be a challenge for them. Meanwhile, I mean, we can't understate Poland's strength on hidden whatsoever, right? We have Itness and Ilkitan. There's two hidden behemoths for the side of Team Poland, so definitely would not discount them.
Yeah. Wait, Gabby.
Yeah?
I can't empty start.
Give code.
No, I can't. I'm halfway through a map right now.
This is really awkward.
This is awkward.
How far are you from this map?
I'm halfway through.
This is a bit awkward.
I thought I'd be done by now.
If anybody in chat is listening, if anybody in the lobby is listening, yeah, no, Perry is in the middle of a map. This is a bit rough. In this song copyright? Yes, it is copyright. Which is why I need to shout over it. Gabby Crayola, can I go in the comms booth? Yes, you may, Edex. Hang on. Wait, actually, what VC are we in, Perry?
IDM? No, we're not in IDM.
Oh, okay, okay. Guys, Perry, the song finished before the map started. I think we're getting boycott. Perry, I think we're getting boycott. I think it's time for you to tab out and then like start the map.
Why is it not so long?
And it's 7-7.
Gabby, why is this hidden one so long?
You got that? You got that? I'm rooting for you.
Cat, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they can't. Okay, now they're talking about Perry. They're gonna get high. Perry, they're gonna get high before they play the map.
They're already high. Half of them are drunk.
Oh, okay. We got this, Perry. You got this, Perry. You got this, Perry. Yep. Guys,
Gabby, why is it not so long?
What? Are you close
Why
to
is
finishing?
it not so long? I don't know. I don't know the song.
Guys. Okay, This is a bit awkward,
This is awkward.
This is a bit awkward, chat. Showmatch just got forgotten, guys. It's not the showmatch got forgotten. It's in fact we remember it very well. But it's not the fact that we forgot the showmatch. It's that Perry remembered she had a match.
I'm in the instrumental break right now.
Sorry.
I mean, what do you know about song structure? I'm in the instrumental break right now. Am I near the end?
No, I don't think that. I don't think that means anything, Perry. Yeah. All right, guys. This is all right. Let's just bomb the stream real quick. Yep. Hold up, chat. Let me just bomb the stream real quick.
I'm gonna.
No worries, chat. No worries, chat. I have this all under control. It is actually so fine. Guys, watch my staffing prowess. I think there is no foreseeable way that anything in the history of the world has gone wrong.
Okay, I think the map's over. That was the longest one I've ever played.
You got this. You got this, Perry.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
So if 6WC is cancelled, you guys know what happened firsthand.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Perry, I hope you know if I was a player, I would boycott the tournament right here. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm revoking your reffing pass.
Okay, wait, hold on. MP host. Yami, can you get an Osu?
I am on Osu. How else would I be streaming the match, darling?
That's a good point.
Anyways, we are finally gonna be able to see Black Rover. Hopefully, hopefully not the entire part of that stream will get taken down. But yeah, here we jump straight into it. Instantly, you already see some early misses coming in from both sides. In fact, only coming in from the Filipino side. Idex, Domi, and June both gonna open up the map with their fair share of misses. Meanwhile, Poland looking rather comfortable on this map, actually. And in fact, Camel finding a miss as well. That is looking rough for Philippines. A short build-up is going to happen now, but as it stands, Poland holding that 4-way FC. Kurtuba does find a miss, but Philippines just does not have any combo to respond. Idex, the largest combo at 200 and counting, but Idex goes down. No, nothing can shake the Polish trio right now. Okui, Kisabi, and Ines holding strong. Ines finally goes down. But Okui and Kisabe are doing more than enough to keep that scoreline in favor of Team Poland.
We may be on match point for Philippines. The Poland is looking to be really to be a contender to pull this back to them, pull this entire match back to them potentially with this pick. And because this opens up the hidden 3, right? It's a similar element of control, even though it might not be the low AR that this map features. It's still a very similar level of like, okay, how good are you at like moving your cursor?
Stop facts, Barry, facts. I love it when the map teaches me just how well I can move my cursor. Shit is so real. Anyways, you get into the next KI. The jumps in this section are so incredibly wide. And for what it's worth, Junior Origami is actually holding through it pretty well, and so is Idex. The accuracy might not be looking too good, but they still have some leeway. They still have a third of the map left in the tank for them to make this comeback. But they need their support, the work back up. Inus is cancelling out Idex Manjuke at this juncture. So we need them to go down for the score to swing back in favor of Philippines.
Oh, feel like 300k at this point of the map, like 3/4 in, it's quite a convincing lead, especially since I know we have combos here and there, but especially because it's so contested right now. Like, I don't see this going anywhere within the next, 6 of the map, I would say.
Oh my goodness, and as June finds that miss, I think that might have just sealed the deal. Alongside Idex going down, Ina's the only one left to hold for Poland. And as we come into the last 8th of the map, that is going to seal the deal for this hidden one. Poland lives to see another point, taking the match 4-6.
What the hell? Alright. We do see Philippines pick next. I really don't know what they're gonna go for after this. I feel like all... Do you think Hard Rock 1 would be a smart pick here for the Philippines?
Yeah, 100%. I think any one of the Hard Rock picks would be a good option. Poland has already banned Hard Rock 2, which indicates that they clearly don't want the contest it whatsoever. So just picking into it just seems like a no-brainer.
I think Hard Rock 3 is not as comfortable as you might imply, because it's alt. Day by Day is one of the most well-known alt maps out here in 6 digit. And after that Nomad 3 pick, I don't think they want to go into that Day by Day, even if they have the Hard Rock comfort in this match.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Hard Rock 1 is still the most accessible map in the Hard Rock pool, and where accessibility is concerned, Poland definitely seems to be the country with the advantage. But Domi is going to, in fact, go for the Hard Rock 3. Banger!
Oh,
banger.
Wow. Even... I mean, then again, you're right. Like, with what you said about accessibility, Hard Rock alt as a skill set is probably like, what people call the fucking end-all be-all of 6-digit skill sets.
Yeah.
It's what people struggle with the most. Because 6 digits flow aim, 6 digit flow aim, 6 digit plus Hard Rock, both not very good combinations thrown together. Ouch.
100%. But I will say this is definitely a very well balanced map for the pool. I know that's crazy. This map honestly is not that challenging, all things considered. As long as you can read Hard Rock comfortably, the flow on this map should not be too intensive for you to read. But given how Poland already indicates, they clearly aren't they aren't that big of a fan of any of the Hard Rocks. They refuse to go into the free mods, and they banned out a Hard Rock. It's clear to see that Hard Rock's definitely gonna be a struggle for them, and this map is good. This map seems to be no different.
Yeah, and as with Ina said, GG well played. I feel like they're not very confident on this map at all. I mean, understandably so, as what we discussed earlier about the skill set itself. But on the other side of the Philippines, I think what you really have to consider here is Idex, like the big name Idex.
Yeah.
Idex is comfortable on pretty much anything at this SR, and that includes Hard Rock alt, includes what we call the hardest skill set in 6 digit.
100%. I definitely think that Idex is gonna be the star player on a map like this. Also, wouldn't rule out the possibility of Camo popping off on this, although they are a bit weaker when it comes to the Hard Rock, I'm pretty sure. And I also like to shout out Adik making their in-match debut on this Hard Rock 3. We love our Hard Rock specialists. But yeah, from this point on, I mean, it is still match points for the Philippines regardless. So Poland really need to be kept on their toes through and through. And here we go. As the build-up comes in, the doubles come in, and the main melody of the song. In fact, early on in the map, interestingly enough, we see Poland pulling ahead with the 2FC lead. Idex finding a bunch of misses here and there. Domi as well. No FCs left for the side of Philippines. It's looking a bit dicey. Chestoka and Okwi-chan both bringing the heat of that double FC, although the accuracy is definitely not doing them any favors whatsoever. Camo really leading the Philippines when it comes to just being able to act-diff Poland. But then again, Osu is a combo game, and combo Poland has. But the question is, how long can they keep this up? That's gonna be the question. It's a very consistent map, so They need to be kept on their toes throughout the entirety of this map. We're getting into the next KI, the next build-up. Camo and Silva doing a very good job of their recovery. Camo unfortunately goes down, but so does Alkui. And now Shestoika is the only one left on the side of Team Poland with any sort of combo. Innocent Addict really struggling to get any sort of combo on the board. And with Fiddlemaster going down, Idex and Silva, the dynamic duo, to build some score in favor of Philippines. Although they had a bit of an unfortunate timing as both of them find misses. But with that said, that lead is now in the hands of the Philippines going into the second half of this map. We get into the more chill section of the map. But what remains is the Philippines' ACT lead. Overall, this seems to be a matter of Philippines just overall being stronger across the board, across all their players on this kind of map. Even though Chestoika and Okwi-chan are doing a very good job with the carry performances, across the board, Philippines just has that consistent score. That consistent average that's really doing them a lot of favors. Going into the last quarter of the map, Idex is going to be the only one to hold for them. Being matched by Chestoika right now, but as long as Idex is able to hold to the end, which I don't think he should face any trouble in doing so whatsoever, this is Philippines' match to win. But Philippines does go down, and Okwi and Chestoika have some of an opportunity to make the comeback right now. I just don't think there's gonna be enough time, even though that score is moving slowly but surely towards the left side. It's inching very, very slowly to the left side. It's getting close, but with an eighth of the map left, I don't think there's gonna be enough time. Oh my goodness, it is so thin on the line. It's just a looming presence, but with Okwi finding that miss, I think that is going to seal the deal. Ladies and gentlemen, you saw it right here, folks. The winner of this 6 EUC versus 6 APC show match will be 6 APC. Will be representing 6 APC, the Philippines. Going into 6 WC, they are definitely a favorite to perform above and beyond the rest, with their incredibly stacked lineup of, Camo, Smako, Idex, Mendrike, Silva, and I'm sure there are a bunch of other players that are just not on my tongue right now. Philippines is going to be the country to look out for in 6WC, and so is Poland, 100%. But I think this match serves as a benchmark for both teams to, prepare even harder for what's to come ahead of them, as the main stage will take fold in, well, maybe about 2 weeks. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. With that, the regional stage of the 6-digit World Cup series has officially come to an end. My name has been Gavin Crayola. Joining me in the commentary booth, 6 APC's lovely co-host and 6WC's creative director, Perry Crayola. Thank you so much for casting this match with me. And of course, shout out to the 6 EUC team. That will be Wheelswares, of course, the host of 6 EUC, alongside Frawan and Philoxen for their work in 6 EUC. None of this would have been possible without their help. This will be, I believe, 6 APC's last official stream, but it will definitely not be Project Hexagon's last stream. We have a lot of stuff prepared for the World Cup coming very, very soon to your doorstep, to a forum post near you. So I hope you guys are as excited for the forum post release drop as I am. It is by far Project Hexagon's biggest undertaking, and we sincerely hope that you are as excited, as pumped, as hyped as we are to show you a project that is probably about 8 months in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, with Clinozoisite playing in the background, I think this is a good time to sign off. We will be playing Clinozoisite, I believe, as a show match, tiebreaker show match.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's right. We will be playing the monumental 6WC tiebreaker Clinozoisite that wrap up the match. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Gammy Crayola. Joining me in the commentary booth, the lovely Perry Crayola. This has been Project Hexagon, and we'll see you in 6WC. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.